Well guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the final few hectares of Luke's harvest for 2024. So that's right, he's going to tap out from his final session of the year. We're going to tap in and hopefully get this puppy all tidied up this week. Alright, for your reference, it is Wednesday the 18th of December today. So as long as Luke gets through this last 5 or 10 hectares here, we'll get back to our place this afternoon. We've only got like 90 hectares of barley or something there and a little bit of canola. Some of that canola I don't think will get done before Christmas because it's just hanging on too green. It's been desiccated, but I had a look this morning and although it looks like it's drying down, some of those pods are still soft basically. So I'm not going to have a repeat of last time where I'm fighting green stuff. It'll just have to wait, and then, you know, the second I can get in there and do it, I'll do it. It's only a few hours really to harvest that there by home, so I don't care that much. It'll be fine, but we should have the rest of it hopefully tidied up by Friday. Well, I think this will be the last one that I have to chase. I reckon he'll probably get the last of that into the header. So, and then, well, we better get amped up because we've got some cleanup to do and a move.
That's a wrap.
I was about to say, I reckon that'd be about the last strip. So Luke's going to do a bit of a clean up there on the header before that goes around. He's already got the front off. I'm going to go halfway and drop this chaser bin. Dad's coming from home. He'll pick it up and take it around to where we're going to go harvest that barley. Then I'll come back to Luke's in the tractor and I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. There's a few things that need to get moved around, but we'll make it happen. Alright, so chaser bin is delivered. I've just jumped in the header. We're going to flex around there in this. Luke's bringing the stripper front. He's towing that around on his ute. That barley's no higher than my boot, and it's pretty good country down there on the flat, not many rocks or anything, so we're going to strip it so we can retain a bit of stubble and that sort of stuff over the summer. So he'll bring that around and then he might get a lift back with Dad, grab the truck. Anyway, things are happening. Hopefully we'll be around there going soon. But I reckon we're going to have a good old-fashioned traffic jam down here on the road. The neighbours are getting into some harvest just down here and looks like they're connecting their front and that up at the moment. No pressure at all, Eddie. No pressure at all. You got to line it up first go, mate. You don't want to slow me down. I'm on a mission. Oh, success. He's done it. Good aim. Thought I'd reverse up out of those ants.
Oh, thanks, mate. So kind of you.
I guess I better set up the firkin. Well, we've got what we need here, so we'll crack into it. See if we can't get under a bit of this short stuff. Well, we're going, ladies and gentlemen, and it is not pretty. There is no other way to cut it. Just a devastatingly poor crop, honestly. I was hoping I'd get at least 30 tonne out of here between the two sides, but I think I'm absolutely dreaming. That would have been my seed for next year, which I've got off Luke, which I need to repay him for, but I still do have another paddock up on the hill here, which is a lot better, but anyway. We'll see how we go. We're going to hack through this. Glad I got the stripper on, leaving stubble behind, and we can just get through it as quick as possible. Get it, put it behind us. Of course, we got here and the firefighter's been sitting here for a while and it has a flat battery. But luckily, we've always got a firefighter on the chaser bin now. So thank goodness for Luke, and thank goodness he put that thing on there. So I think Dad's just running around now trying to get another battery for it or whatever, just getting it mobile again, just in case we have a fire. I don't know why I said it like that then. I think I just had a brain meltdown or something. We are finding a few better patches out here, but not much better. If it's saying 250 to 300 kilos a hectare, it probably is a little bit more than that, but wow, that is bad. That is so bad. Maybe half a tonne to the hectare, that's shocking. I don't even know what I'm doing out here. I should just leave this for the sheep, probably. Crushing hectares, Henry, 13 k's an hour, look at you go. Oh, I don't like it. I don't want to be going that fast for a start, but secondly, I don't want to find something in the paddock.
You're full yet?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't want to find something in the paddock that I shouldn't find with this machine. You know what I mean?
Coming up behind, I'll try and get to you when you turn around.
Yeah, too easy. So the grain tank's full now, and I think I've done my...
How many hectares have you done?
That's what I was about to tell you guys. Well, I didn't turn my mapping on to start the paddock, but I'm almost at 10 hectares now, so I think I probably did a lap or two on top of that. So there you go, it's yielding crap. Yeah, all good mate, I'll see you when I finish this 30 hectares.
No worries.
You gotta laugh about it, otherwise you'd probably just cry, I reckon. Well, I've sent Luke home. There's no point in being here in the chaser bin. No point at all. He's just taken that A trailer and truck with him because he's got to go collect a few tonne of seed from someone tomorrow morning, so I'm certainly not going to need that A trailer here. Well, when you look out there, you would not know that I used the stripper this year. It just looks like a nice, even stubble all the way across. But I guess that's what happens when your crop's not higher than a normal stubble. But yeah, all jokes aside, I am very happy to have access to this stripper front this year to do a job like this, because it just allows us to maintain a really good level of coverage across the dirt, which is, yeah, cover is king, and on a year like this where it's so dry and people are struggling for it, it's a nice little, handy little thing to have access to. Look at that dust hanging. Yeah. We managed to scrape together another load out of here, and we've still got, I don't know, maybe 5 hectares to go, so oh man, all in all, like I said, so disappointing. And we're done. That whole experience was demoralizing. I've had enough for the day. I'm going home. Morning. So, a bit of a snap decision last night. This is the paddock that I harvested last night, and there's a few summer weeds under here, some paddy melons and potato weed, and you know, I could have taken those weeds or left them, I didn't really care. It's not a huge burden in here, but there's a fair bit of skeleton weed out here, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet and go and give this a spray this morning, and that'll motivate me to get up early. I can spray this, then I can give this sprayer a rinse off before Christmas, throw it back in the shed, because she is filthy at the moment. Here comes the hound. Whoa ho ho! So I'm just going to head over the road here and get the 50-foot auger set up over our 80-tonne bins. Any of that barley seed that we're harvesting will come back and go in those silos there, mainly as stock feed more than likely. So yeah, we're going to run out of feed at some point in the paddocks this year, without a doubt, so we're going to have to keep sheep alive. So we'll keep all that barley seed here and feed hungry mouths with it, I suppose. So we'll get the hopper on this auger, and then I'll probably put the drone up, because it's quite hard to see up the top of that bin when you're trying to get the auger lined up. I'll just use the drone to make sure I got it right over the hole properly. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, isn't that the saying? It's only been a week since this thing was started and the bloody isolator was turned off, so anyway, we'll go get some jumper leads, eh? Most of the morning business taken care of, so I'm going to make a pit stop, get some food, and we'll head around and get this barley harvest done. Fingers crossed. Guys, I do not have much to say about this at the moment. I just want it done. I just want it done. It is awful knowing all the work that has gone into this crop, just seeing what's here. It's just yeah, look, anyway, it is what it is. I just want to get it done so we can move on to next year. I knew that there wasn't going to be much here, but I was hoping there'd be just a little bit more than what I found. So anyway, there's been some nice little surprises this year, but there's been an equal amount of disappointment. So that's just the year. What we're going to do now is take this stripper off, and we're going to go back to the draper, because the paddock I'm going into is renowned for rocks, and I'll show you exactly why if you want to. Yeah, I might as well hop down and show you why I don't want to use this up there. Because it's got this rotor here that spins around to pick the heads up, when the barley's no higher than my boot, this thing, as you can see, is just about scraping on the ground. So any rocks, and like there's big rocks up there, and that's my main concern, big rocks. I'm going to give this thing an absolute hiding, and it's not mine, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to damage it, so we're going to go back to the draper. That's also got the hydro float. It's hilly up there, so it'll be able to follow the ground hopefully a little bit better, and that tends to bounce over rocks a little bit, just with that hydro float and that on there. Good times. Good times. Now this crop here looks a lot better. Might not on the camera, but a lot better. I'll be a lot happier harvesting this one. I've already seen the yield monitor get up close to a tonne to the hectare. Never went over about 300 kilos in that other paddock. What's the difference, you might say, Henry? Well, it's soil type partly. There's still going to be areas of this paddock that are absolutely crap, but overall hopefully it'll be a lot better. The big move is on. We've got all of about half a K to go. How you going? Now this is going to test out my harvesting skills in here, let me tell you that. I'm going to be on the deck the whole time, and she is stone country, so I'm just going to keep our fingers crossed and hope we don't collect anything that we're not supposed to, because I'm dying to get this done, let me tell you. So I did do a pretty good rock pick in here, but you just never know. There's only so much you can see from a ute as you're driving around and looking, and there's going to be plenty of those smaller or mid-sized rocks, you know, like the size of my fist. So luckily there's spots like this where it's pretty bare, so you can see pretty well, but I think slow and steady might win the race in here. I don't think I'll be breaking any speed records. Just steady, slow and steady, keep an eye out, and yeah, try and get it done without incident. Best view on the whole farm. Always got to take a minute when I come up here to admire that. That is just stunning. Oh. If I had money, I would build a house up here, honestly. It is beautiful. On the other hand, the crop's terrible up here, so that's good. Well, 7 hectares to a box full in here, so that's a fair bit different to what I was dealing with down on the flat over there.
Yeah, big time, and like a massive full box full as well.
I reckon we might have to go back to first gear after this run. It's starting to get a little bit steep up here. The header does not like going up and down it. But I tell you, if the crop could have at least just been like this here this year, you know, just like a solid tonne to the hectare in the barley, it wouldn't have made me happy, but geez, that's a vast improvement on half of that. Wow, that is lucky. How that has just hooked around there and not gone through the machine, that's wild. Unbelievable. We had to pull up to get that wire off, so just unload now. I was full anyway. How steep do you rate that hill there?
Well, it's steeper than anything I've got. So steep.
Well, I have officially harvested more in here in 17 hectares than I did in 48 hectares in the other paddock. So it's just soil type, literally, that's the only difference, just soil type. This one actually got seeded a day later than the one down there, so it's just a more probably sandy soil, I would say. The real heavy soil struggled this year. It just doesn't give up the moisture as much as a sandy soil to the plants, so unbelievable. Well, we just pulled up for a sec. We actually just moved the base station for the auto steer up here. Just wasn't performing exactly how I would like or what I'm used to, so we thought we'd bring it a bit closer. It's already 4:31, so she's going to be a full day of harvest to finish, but it is not easy going in here. I knew it would take a while, so I think we've got about 15 hectares, 14 hectares to go, so still be another couple of hours, but we'll get it done today one way or another, unless we have a breakdown. But that's a dirty word, don't say that. We are just about done in here, maybe 2 more passes and we are finished. Woo! We're done. That was a slog. I reckon I harvested most of that about 2 inches off the ground, 3 inches off the ground, but I think, I don't know, I need to get out and have a good look at this front, because there was a couple of reefs that I really banged this thing on at the end there. So hopefully everything's alright. It was all running and sounding good, so we'll see what we can see when we hop out. Well, I think everything is still looking nice and straight, so that's good. I reckon that's a bit of a freshie there, but it's not bent out of place or anything. There's just a mark there, a couple of marks, small dents maybe on this bottom skid plate, so I think we're alright, which is good. Yeah, there's just a couple of spots there. There's underground rock sticking up out of the ground, kind of like an iceberg, and the ground's just really uneven over it, and I'd sort of manually control the height of the front, and then I'd hit my return to cut or like return to height button, and the front would just go down so aggressively, and there was a couple of times at the end there where it went right down on some rock, some underground rock like that. So anyway, I heard it, I just went, oh, so I think it all looks alright though. So Luke took off in the truck there a while ago. He's just going to go weigh that, and then he's coming around. We're going to try and unload that truck tonight into one of those silos. I've just got the chaser bin, probably 12 or so tonne in there. Not too worried about weighing that, but once we get a tipper over the auger and a tipper empty, we can just shimmy that, what's in there, straight into the tipper, straight up the auger into the bin. So try and get that knocked off. Barley all done then. The chaser bin can just stay at home anyway now. We're basically done with that for the season, so might as well just take it home anyway. And that sun out there is still burning. Man, it is burning. It's 6 o'clock and it is burning hot. The flies are fierce, but get this last job done for the day. Very annoying. I don't know what that is, but it's annoying. It is absolutely stunning out here this evening, guys. It must be in the mid to high 20s still. Not a breath of wind at the moment. The flies are still here though. They're still buzzing around trying to get in my ears and my eyes, but anyway, yet another massive day of work in the books today, and I honestly feel indifferent about it at the moment. It's been a lot of work, a lot of effort, and no reward this year. She's been a tough old year, as you guys know, but tomorrow morning I'm going to clean the header down and out, and we'll get switched back over to this last bit of canola. I'm not sure whether this bit here by home will go, but we'll get the stuff that is good to go done, and then we'll roll around here. We'll poke the header in and see what it's looking like. If it's not going to go, it might need a few more days. So yeah, we might not get done before Christmas. We'll just wait and see. But probably the next time I see you guys, we likely will be done. If I show anything from the last bit of canola harvest, it might just be some drone footage. But with all that being said, I'm going to leave the video here, guys. So thank you very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, you know what to do. If not, all good. You guys have yourselves a good one. Until next time, see ya.
1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year.